Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 12th, 2020. And we're going to be talking about SmackDown. But we got some news here for Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody got traded to from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. The Miz talked about it on Talking Smack. I didn't watch that, but it was all over the Facebook and the Instagram. So, ladies and gentlemen, the person that got traded to Monday Night Raw is Otis's girlfriend. Mandy Rose is now going to be on Raw. I guess there might be done with the angle between Otis and Mandy Rose. Now they're going to do the Money in the Bank stuff with Miz and Morrison stuff like that. And I will talk about that when we get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of SmackDown, we have a segment between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman said a lot of words. Whole bunch of words. And then, ladies and gentlemen, then they called out Jey Uso. Talking about Jey Uso wants to thank Paul Heyman giving this opportunity. And then Paul Heyman says, you don't have to thank me. You should thank the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And then Roman says, you don't have to thank me because you earned it. King Corbin came out and says, all because he's in the match is because of you, Roman. You pull some strings and let your cousin in this match because what happened to Big E, and Big E got attacked, and And then Sheamus came out and he says the same thing. He agrees with the King Corbin, saying that Jey Uso shouldn't be in the match. If Big E got hurt, it was supposed to be a triple threat match, but Roman pulled some strings to bring his cousin in. And Uso issue a challenge, a tag team challenge. It will be the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Corbin and Sheamus. They try to attack Jey Uso, but Jey Uso dodged it. But Roman doesn't look like he was happy about it. The guy doesn't look happy about a lot of things. But it was official. It will happen in our main event. Then we had our first match is a title match. It was Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title, but it was interrupted, even with the introductions. We had Sami Zayn coming out saying, no, this match shouldn't happen. This is, I'm the champion. This is an exhibition match, and all that stuff he says, because he says he's the champion. But remember, the guy couldn't compete for how many months? You need an Intercontinental champion. You don't want a Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn now, right? No, I don't. I know I don't. And for the Intercontinental title. Like, seriously, we need a title, man. We need a champion, and you want to stay home for, 5 months. That's your fault, okay? That's your fault. So go away. And Adam Pearce came out with security guards. Sammy thought he's going to tell them that he's the real champion and this is not for the Intercontinental Championship, but he said, no, we're just here to take you out. Get the heck out of the ring. So that happened there. Sammy got kicked out, and now the Intercontinental Champion happened. AJ Styles attacked Jeff Hardy when Jeff Hardy was distracted, and then the match happened. We saw a twist of pain early when the bell rang, and he was about to do the swan time, but he missed. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was nobody, because Sammy came back and attacked both AJ and Jeff Hardy. That means it made a disqualification. I don't know it was for AJ Styles or Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy is still the champion. But Jeff Hardy, he did fainted. He fell during the commercial, way before the commercial, he fell on the stage, and they said he was dehydrated, and that's what it is. And people think it's a shot to AEW, because AEW likes to do the same thing with WWE, and I think WWE is getting really angry about it now, because every former WWE superstar that comes to AEW wants to trash talk WWE. So I think they kind of deserve it. They were trying. I think it's about Matt Hardy. About his stuff. I don't know what it is. But AEW kind of deserved a shot, because now we had Rusev coming out talking about WWE, talking trash about them. Like, seriously, it gets annoying, you guys. It gets really, really annoying that you guys keep bringing up WWE, man. Get your own content. Get your own script. Do something. Just stop with other wrestling. Like, they don't hate on Impact Wrestling. They don't hate on Ring of Honor, but they all hate on WWE. I'm sorry that you couldn't be a world champion. Some bosses see something different. Tony Khan, I don't know what he sees. Vince McMahon sees something else. It's different, man. You have different bosses. Even if you're working in different Walmarts, you have a different boss. They have different goals. Okay? They have different goals, but it doesn't mean you have to keep shooting on them, bringing them up. That's not going to do anything. The fans are going to get bored of it. I'm getting bored of it right now. I get bored of it every time. Every time they bring like a former WWE superstar. What was the latest one? I know it was Rusev, but who was after Rusev? I don't remember. But I know Rusev was the other one, and they've been talking about when they first came on. Jake Hager came and they were doing the "We the People" thing. Oh, that's dead. No, because WWE killed Jake Hager, Jack Swagger, whatever. All that stuff. It gets annoying. It gets really, really annoying. It got annoying with TNA. It gets annoying with AEW. So stop it. Jesus. Now we had a tag team match with the SmackDown Tag Team Champions against the Lucha House Party, but that rule they have, the international inter-brand rule now, I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound like a wild card rule, because I only saw two guys came to Raw, and that's Cesaro and Shinsuke. And the Street Profits came to SmackDown. That was the only two guys that came in, right? Right? Because now Mandy Rose is part of Raw now. She's not doing the rule thingy bobber. She's part of Raw now. She's on the women's Raw roster now. Maybe she actually could do something there. Maybe. I don't know. Now, who is this woman that's having this videos up? People are saying Carmella, because she's a blonde lady now. Is there any blonde ladies on NXT? Long blonde hair. Now, I know Rhea Ripley's blonde, but that's not Rhea Ripley. I was going to say Mandy Rose, but Mandy Rose is going to Raw now, and she has short hair. I'm thinking it could be Carmella, or somebody dyed their hair to be repackaged. It can't be a debut. Would it be a debut? It could be a trade, because they traded Mandy Rose. I need to look it up. Who's a blonde? It could be Billie Kay. No, not Billie Kay. Peyton Royce. Isn't she like a blonde? It has to be a trade, because if they do a trade, it has to be one person from Raw and one person from SmackDown. So one SmackDown is going to Raw. That's Mandy Rose. Who's going from Raw to SmackDown? That's how you do a trade. You don't just take somebody and then don't give somebody back. It's like little children with their lunches. I would trade you my sandwich for that hot dog. You don't just give the guy a bad sandwich to that person, and he doesn't a good sandwich to that person. I mean, I'm not saying bad sandwich, and then you don't give them anything. That's not a trade. That's a ripoff. So I don't know. So let's see what happens there. I want to know who it is now. So we have a tag team match. Street Profits came to Cesaro and Shinsuke to see their locker room with the alcohol and the popcorn, and now they want the snacks. But Cesaro and Shinsuke didn't have time for that, because they have a match against the Lucha House Party. The Lucha House Party still looks like they're having a little problems, because now Kalisto's saying he's the boss, the leader of the Lucha House Party, and they weren't happy about that. So when the match happening, and then now there was a party happening in the locker room in Cesaro and Shinsuke's locker room. We saw Matt Riddle, Drew Gulak, and some interviewers, people like that. They were having a party and got distracted. The tag team champions got distracted and got pinned by the Lucha House Party. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard a rumor. I'm hoping it does happen because they don't have a lot of tag teams in total in the separate brands. I'm hoping this actually happens. They might unify the tag titles at Clash of Champions. I'm hoping they do that because I think there's not going to be a proper winner. Like, there's not going to be a real winner of that match on Raw. I think they're going to, somebody's going to get DQ'd. Maybe Retribution might come out. We don't know. But something's going to happen. And then they want a rematch for both titles at Clash of Champions. Unify those tag team titles now. Raw and SmackDown could go for the tag titles. Just like the women's tag team titles. I hope they do it with the men's because they broke up a lot of tag teams on Raw. And SmackDown doesn't have that much either. And then they could pair up some Raw and SmackDown guys together, and it could be a good tag team. I think a good tag team division. I think they should do that. Only for the tag titles. The women's title is different. You could bring some NXT women, or we find out who these Retribution people are and what brand they're going to be at. There you go. You got some new ladies to be in Raw and SmackDown. So I think that should happen for the tag titles. But ladies and gentlemen, the Lucha House Party pinned the tag team champions. Well, we heard from Bayley, and Bayley was using Sasha Banks because she thought Sasha Banks was using her as well. So she attacked her when they lost the titles, and that's all that. And she doesn't regret it. Then we had a fatal 4-way match to become the #1 contender to the SmackDown Women's Championship. Nikki Cross, she got attacked before her match against Bayley. She got really angry and whacked her with a chair. She versus Alexa Bliss, Lacey Evans, and Tamina in a fatal 4-way match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But ladies and gentlemen, the biggest shocker, I think Alexa Bliss is possessed because of the Fiend Bray Wyatt. These last couple of weeks, Alexa Bliss was turning weird. She was normal at one half of the match, and at the end, after they did a double team, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss did a double team, baseball slide onto Tamina and Lacey Evans. Nikki did a flying crossbody outside the ring, and then we saw Alexa Bliss grabbing Nikki Cross and did the Sister Abigail onto Nikki Cross. And then she walked away. Now the match turned into a triple threat match. Bliss doesn't want the championship. What is going on? What is going on with freaking Alexa Bliss? She did the Sister Abigail. She did a good Sister Abigail. She did a really good Sister Abigail. And she did the kiss. She did the kiss on the forehead. That's going to be... I'm getting scared. No, I'm not getting scared. But it's getting a little creepy there. It's getting a little creepy. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and going to Clash of Champions is Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is going to the Clash of Champions to versus Bayley once again. Oh my God, it's getting annoying to see her getting another shot. But we know Alexa Bliss is not going to be done. This crazy Alexa Bliss is not done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we found out who's the new friend, but it's not what Bray Wyatt wants in the Firefly Funhouse. He was going to bring his parents to this clubhouse thingy bobber, Firefly Funhouse, but he did not poke holes in the box. So the parent, rest in peace, he passed away because he did not cut holes in the box. Bad boy. And then the evil Vince McMahon puppet came out and says, you need a co-host of the Firefly Funhouse. If you don't, you'll be fired. So Bray Wyatt says who it is, and it's Wobbly Walrus. A walrus that looks like Paul Heyman. And he's the advisor of the Firefly Funhouse. I guess we get to see more of this walrus and see what the Fiend will do. I don't know what's going to happen. Then we had our tag team match. It will be Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus King Corbin and Sheamus. Mr. Jey Uso was doing this match, the half of the match, all by himself, and he was getting beat up, and he was doing good until Roman Reigns shows up, and Uso was about to do the splash. He got tagged out because of Roman, and Roman did a we saw Uso do a splash, and then he did not know he got tagged. Referee was telling him, you're not in, you're not legal, you can't pin him. Roman Reigns came out, and he did a spear, and he won, and he left. But Uso hold his arm up for the victory, and Roman wasn't happy. Nah. That's the end of SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoy that. I want to know what's going to happen with Alexa Bliss. I really do want to know what happens there. But ladies and gentlemen, on Raw, in your face. That's what their tagline is for the, next week's Raw. We're going to see not just a champion versus champion tag team match. We're going to see Dominic versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. We're going to see a Raw Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Mickie James. And we're going to see Best Friend versus Best Friend. It's going to be Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre on Raw. Let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. There's no pay-per-view this time. But thank God. No more pay-per-views. It's been 3 weeks. We had pay-per-views. SummerSlam, Payback, and All Outs. 3 pay-per-views in 3 weeks. Thank God the 4th week, well, I have a little day off of doing videos. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Time is out. Bye!